My name is Kevin Anthony, and I'm doing this for my heart project. So yeah.
What inspired you to address these self-deprecating thoughts and behaviors that you would have?
Well, to put it bluntly, over time, I started to realize that I wasn't doing things for myself, and it just left me in like an isolated area. So I was stagnant. I was like in a period of just not doing anything, and especially now, but outward looking in, it just didn't make me feel good at all. So I feel like anybody else, I just wanted to change that.
Started to see it from an outside point of view?
Yeah, actually, exactly that. And I couldn't have done that without the help of, people, like other people telling me, like, are you doing what you need to be doing? Like, because to be transparent, like, I wasn't really that open, I guess is the best word. I wasn't really communicating my problems, my issues to others. And that's what left me isolated. That's what led me to bring myself down, tell myself I can't do it, because I didn't allow people to help me. So yeah.
Beautiful. Can you share some strategies or techniques that help you overcome self-deprecation?
Well, yeah, going back to the people thing. So I guess a little story time. I used to go to another university, and while I was there, that's where it started to really happen. That's where self-deprecation was really prevalent in my life. I was always in my dorm, not doing my work, skipping class, because I just felt like I couldn't do it. But just so happened, like, I mean, you could come to the conclusion that I got kicked out, So after I got kicked out, I came here, San Bernardino Valley College. And the second I came here, I had help. Miss Kanisha, shout out her, Auntie A, Elise Clouder, shout out her, They instantly basically got down on my case, and just got me ready, got me registered for classes, got me ready to do the school thing again. And that really motivated me. And there's just more countless people that can just come to mind, that really have just helped me in this journey and have allowed me to actually I guess have my ideas and not think they're bad or stupid or dumb, like these ideas I have are just, they're great.
So obviously you would say you found support from others helpful in your journey to heal from self-deprecation.
100%.
It's beautiful. How did you navigate challenging moments or setbacks without resorting to self-deprecation?
What am I doing now about it? Well, this is a crazy way to do this. I guess I would call it, but honestly, watching movies, watching clips, watching videos of just people like working hard. I don't know why this is on my mind right now, but I watch anime. Dragon Ball Z, if you don't know, is just one of the greatest animes out there. And I think it's because of the main character, Goku. All he does, all his goal, his dreams, all of it is just one thing, and that's grinding, training hard, doing the hard work, no matter what. Even after he beats a supervillain that wants to kill his whole family, destroy the whole earth, the universe even at that, he still will be like, you know what? I want to wish him back to life, so I'll train, Like, I just find that so powerful because no matter, like, who is bringing him down, he constantly has that mindset of, like, okay, they're trying to bring me down, so I'm going to just keep working at it and keep going stronger, keep going harder. So I just think that work hard mindset allows me to just, like, tell myself, like, you can do this with the hard work. You can do this when you put yourself in front, Put yourself in front of the self-deprecating ideas.
Yeah, so watching other people not have self-deprecating behaviors and thoughts has helped you continue not to do that.
Yeah, because like I said, he'll literally just be like, dang, I just need to go train. Like, and he'll, like, instead of being like, why can't I do this? He'll instead be like, he'll go to others. Like I said, go to others, like find other places to train, things like that. And yeah, That simple.
Have you developed any new habits or practices that reinforce positive self-talk and self-esteem?
I could definitely do better at it. I can't say I do practice it, but I will say, like, you know, going to church. I'm a Christian man, by the way, and honestly, just praying like out loud, like just the past couple of weeks, I was given the opportunity, like, just pray before Wednesday night Bible study, and while I was praying, I found myself just like telling the Lord, "Thank you, and thank you for everything. Thank you for allowing me to wake up in the morning. Thank you for allowing me to continue school. Thank you for allowing me to keep a solid head on my shoulders without falling off the track." And I realize now, like, those things, like, through prayer, really, like, speak to me in my life, if that makes sense. Like, what's another way to say that? Like, those things I'm saying to the Lord is low-key what I'm saying to myself, like, you woke up this morning, like,
you're thanking the Lord and yourself.
Yeah, because, like, I'm thanking the Lord that he's given me the opportunity to wake up in the morning, but I'm really thanking myself for staying strong to wake up in the morning, to get up and grind, to go to school, do the hard work.
Did you encounter any unexpected obstacles while working to overcome self-deprecation? And if so, how did you handle them?
So, I'm currently an accounting major, and business administration in that field, because I just wanted to put like the two together, display the analytics and the numbers to a group of people or a company while also crunching those numbers. I just find interest in that. However, I'm finding trouble in, I guess I'm feeling less qualified to do the job because, one, I haven't really practiced it, honestly, which is on me. And also, like, well, it's not easy, It's not easy, like, putting yourself in a position, to be vulnerable to allow people to, like, instill into you, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not used to that. And those thoughts were like, that self-deprecation right there. I'm just thinking those things like, I'm not qualified for this. I can't do this. And nothing against my parents. They just want the best for me. But sometimes they'll say, like, when I do tell them things like, I'm not feeling like I can do this, instead of like telling me like I can't do this, sometimes it'd be like, maybe go like another path, maybe find another career passion, honestly, like, those things honestly make me feel held back in a sense. Like, I honestly get frustrated a little bit with it because it's like, well, you instantly just don't think I can do it. I should just find another path to go. Like, it just doesn't seem right. I chose one thing. I want to stick to it. I feel passionate about it already. But, like I said, I know they just want the best for me. But I guess, like,
how do you handle those moments where instead of encouraging you more, they're instead pushing a new path? How do you handle those moments?
I can't say I've handled them well over the years, honestly. But you asked me that question right now. I'm realizing that, like, all I really have to do is just, like, go to Google, figure out how to do the stuff, practice it, because accounting is really just practicing it. Set up a T-chart, throw up an income statement, put everything in the T-chart, boom, that's an example right there, So if I could just do that like a bunch of times, like throwing up shots like Steph Curry, just do up a shots like 150 times, or just write 150 T-charts. I know that sounds boring, but that's what I want to do,
You say you handle these obstacles by just practicing more.
I would want to do that because I'm gonna just be transparent. I don't do that currently, but that is something I would want to do. I can see myself doing that.
What role did self-awareness play in your journey to overcome self-deprecation?
What role? I mean, it was very prevalent, Before, I thought what I was doing was, what's the word? I'm talking about Vanguard here when I was really in that deep hole of low key like a depressive state. That whole like looking back on it has really just allowed me to grow. Like I said before, it just really allowed me looking outward in. Just it's surreal, honestly. But it definitely, yeah, it played a heavy role in my life, and I can see that people tell me this all the time. Like they see that I've like changed in a way, like they see like a different kind of light to me, you know, like yeah. I would say though, like before, people could really tell that I was like not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, like I was different, you know, just because like the way I was acting, you know, I was kind of like, I guess you could say shady, maybe a little bit secretive in that sense. But now it's like I'm letting people in, you know, letting people know what I'm doing. I'm letting people know the good and the bad, you know. So it's just, and honestly, I have like, you know, self-awareness to thank for that, you know, me being aware of how I am doing right now, me wanting to speak out for it. That's right there is what the key is. I'm speaking out to it, you know, because I can be self-aware all I want, but if I'm not saying anything about it to others, I feel like there'll be no growth. So yeah, period.
Have you noticed any changes in your relationships or interactions with others since focusing on self-healing?
I will say yes. Haven't been way too positive. I mean, I will give the positives first though. Like, I'm way more transparent, you know. That's allowed me to have close relationships with others, like me and my girlfriend, for example. We have a great relationship. We're very open, you know. We talk about feelings all the time. I feel like that's really good to have in a relationship. I really thank her for that. And I give myself kudos for it too, because like, thank you for being transparency, for transparency, you know, within me. I just thank God for it. However, though, like on the negative side of it, I just feel like before, like, let me see how I should say this. Before I was like, I'm a real people pleaser in a sense, you know. I'm willing to, I like to help people. I love to help people, you know. And the thing about that is, I used to do it so much that I started to lose focus. I lost focus on what I actually truly wanted to do with myself, for myself. I had no balance with it. I'm still working on it, honestly, to this day. Like, the balance is slowly coming back up and down, you know, with a lot of different things that's on my plate. But it's just that I put a lot of things on my plate, and there was a time, like at Vanguard, that time I just had all these other people's notions, like all these other people's ideas, I just threw them on my plate, and I said, know what, I'm gonna force myself to eat it. And that alone really just made me feel terrible. So when I started to recognize that, now I realize that I'm distancing myself a lot more from places. That includes the church, that includes my family, that includes friends. You know, I'm really distancing myself, really focusing on what I need to do to become great so that I can do better at helping them. Because don't get it twisted, I still love to help people, especially when it's people like my family, my friends, the people that I care about. I just want to be able to be in a better position so that I can do that effectively.
How do you maintain your progress and continue to prioritize self-compassion and self-respect?
How do I maintain it? Going to school. Simple as that. I mean, I'm about to graduate right now. I haven't felt this accomplished ever. Even high school, like even during the COVID time, I was like, yes, I did it. You know, I was able to survive a whole pandemic, graduate high school, go on to college. But something about graduating on my own terms. That's what it is, honestly. I'm able to graduate off of a basis of I wanted to do this, so I did it. My parents weren't like, "Oh, you're going to school right after you're done at Vanguard." They gave me time. They gave me options. They gave me that helping hand. But I was the one that decided I want to continue school. I want to go the distance, get that AA, and now I could comfortably say that I want to go for a BA and become the greatest accountant out there.
Last question. Looking back, what advice would you give to someone who is currently struggling with self-deprecation and seeking healing?
Like I said in the beginning, I wasn't telling nobody my problems. I was telling nobody my thoughts. The truth is, we all need therapy, all of us. No matter how level-headed you think you are, no matter how great you think you are, honestly, we all need someone to talk to, someone to just hug, just put your head on their shoulder and just spill. Because there comes a time where your thoughts are just gonna take over you, whether that be like me, isolating myself and just telling myself that I'm basically worthless, or you can go the other direction, think you're just like good, you the big bad, you just start doing crazy stuff, stuff that you wouldn't even want to do, but you're just doing it, just to do it. And I guess that's what I can say, is just talk to somebody about it. So yeah.
Any closing statements?
Self-deprecation, honestly, I didn't realize that was a term until now. And right when I heard that term, actually from you, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, I was telling her
Telling who?
I was telling Jordan, that's my girlfriend's name. I was telling her what the prompt was, which was how it described to us your healing trauma, how you healed from trauma, your healing process, things like that. And yeah, it's just that, self-deprecation is a real thing that I think most people, if not all people, experience in life. So I'm glad I was able to talk about it, and I will say I'm working at it. I know I was transparent before. I'm going to be working at it, getting better at my career passion. I'll let you guys know how that goes. So thank you to Jordan for interviewing me. Peace.